TaskMap provides built-in ways to visualize guidelines, resources, roles, and other core data attributes. TaskMap Professional adds an entire gallery of predefined graphics that you can use to visualize the fields available in TaskMap Professional. It's also easy to create your own data graphics to represent any data you'd like in any way that you'd like. To use one of the existing visualizations, you can select one or several tasks or use Control-A to select everything on the page. Use the Visualize Data button to open the gallery and choose any graphic that you'd like. You'll notice as you hover over them that they have live preview so you can see what the visualization will look like before you commit. I'm going to start with the simplest one, and by the way, these all have names that begin with TDG for TaskMap Data Graphic. That's to distinguish our data graphics in TaskMap from those that Visio provides. This one is designed to represent decisions. Let's use F5 to go to full screen mode to see the result. And you can tell that there are 3 tasks in this process that are identified as decisions. Why do the diamonds appear in those 3 in particular? It's because of one of the data attributes. Specifically, TaskMap Professional has a field called Decision Task with a drop-down for yes and no. If I change this to no, you notice that the diamond disappears immediately. So all of these graphics are dynamic. They respond to changes in the data. Let's select an additional graphic, back to the gallery, and I'll choose this one, which includes the decision diamond, but also includes risks and controls. So the yellow triangles represent the risk that's been associated with each task, and the green diamond represents a control that's been put in place to mitigate that risk. If the risk manager comes into your office and says, hey, I need to understand where we're at risk in this process, this is a very effective way to achieve that. You could learn things from data and spreadsheets, but with just a glance at this screen, the risk manager can see that we've identified tasks A01 and A09, just to pick these 2, because they have risks but do not yet have a control put in place. One more example. Select all, and let's take a look at a different way to represent risk. In this case, the risk field in TaskMap Professional is being used on a relative scale of 1 to 5 to represent low risks and high risks. We've used corresponding icons to show cooler colors, blues and greens for low risk, and hotter colors to represent higher risks. If you'd like to create your own graphics, visualize data, scroll down to the bottom of the gallery and choose Create New Data Graphic. The first thing you need to do is tell TaskMap what field you'd like to visualize, so select New Item and select a field. In this case, let's choose the risk number. Next, indicate how you'd like to visualize this data. First choice is a text callout. These can be simple unadorned text boxes, or you'll notice the diamond and triangle that we saw for risks and controls. There also are a set of graphics that include icons. As an alternative, we can choose data bars. These are particularly well suited for numeric data, where you might be representing things on a scale of 1 to 100, or as a percentage, or percentage completion, for example. You'll see progress bars, circles, speedometer, thermometer are great for showing how we're doing towards achieving a goal. And you can even visualize multiple data fields at once using the bar graph types that you see at the bottom. A third visualization category is an icon set. Icon sets are sets of 2 to 5 icons. We saw an example of risk expressed using these colored flags, but you can see you have lots of choices of icons from which to choose. The only thing that remains to be done is to tell TaskMap under which conditions each icon should appear. And finally, we can create our own graphic. To do this, I'm going to choose a different field. I'm going to choose Responsible Role and choose the 4th category, which is Color by Value. At this point, TaskMap has looked at the page and identified all of the role names in use and assigned colors. I find that it tends to assign fairly bright colors. I'm likely to want more subtle colors, so let's do something like this instead. We'll choose a blue and a green for the final two, and click OK. Click OK a second time, Control A to select everything, and let's apply the new graphic that we just created all the way down at the bottom of the gallery, right here. And there you go, in a matter of a few seconds, a map that's color-coded based on who does what. I hope you can see how easy it is to apply visualizations to your map and how effective that can be in conveying the meaning of your data to an audience.